Hello everyone and welcome back to the 3T Path channel. My name is Giridhari, and today I want to read to you one of the most beautiful, one of the most important verses in the entire Bhagavata Purana. Very important verse, one verse that shows you the path to satisfy all your desires no matter what you have in mind. So this verse we can find in the Srimad Bhagavatam in the second canto, third chapter, and this is verse 10. I'll read to you the Sanskrit and then I'll read the translation and then I'll explain it. And the verse goes like this. Akāmaḥ sarva-kāmo va mokṣa-kāma udāra-dhīḥ tīvreṇa bhakti-yogena yajeta puruṣaṁ param. Translation: a person who has broader intelligence, whether he be full of all material desire, without any material desire, or desiring moksha, liberation, must by all means worship the supreme whole, the personality of Godhead. So this verse is very interesting because what it's saying is, it doesn't matter in what stage of life you are. Of course, in yoga, the lowest stage is the karmi stage. In the karmi stage, you're just a gross materialist. You just want things. You want status. You want, sensual experiences. You want to own things. You want wealth and cars, and you just want stuff, right? And nothing else matters. You don't want, you're not thinking of any other higher. So that's like the karmi. That's the lowest level. A full-blown materialist. Now, even at that stage, this verse is saying, hey, if that's what you want, you should worship the Supreme Lord, because if you want things, hey, why not ask for the guy who owns everything? Because you're like, one of the reasons why we shouldn't want, just want material things without any other consideration is because somebody owns them already, God owns them already. So if you want His stuff, why not pray for Him to help you get it, right? The female consort of God is Lakshmi. So Lakshmi, wealth, fortune. Lakshmi in the Vedic tradition, it's very interesting, it's the female aspect of God. So when you want wealth, when you want success, when you want fame, those are all the part of the female concept of God. So if you want that stuff, why not ask for the one from who all these things come from, who actually owns everything? So that's the person who's full of material desire. Hey, you might as well pray for it. Will help you. And you have lots of, throughout history, you have lots of people giving witness that, their prayers help them achieve their material goals. So that's the person full of material desires. But then there's this high stage of a person with no material desire. Like, wow, this is a jnani. Second layer, jnani. Jnani is this person who has come to the conclusion through wisdom, through analyzing life after life, that no, I won't get any satisfaction. I can't get any satisfaction. Even the Rolling Stones figured that out. I won't get any satisfaction from any material situation. So I don't want any material things. I have no material desires. So that's a higher level of And then the Bhagavatam is saying, hey, if that's your thing, you should also worship the Supreme Lord. Because Lord, God isn't material. And when you approach God, then you will be getting that which is actually still missing. That thing which you see, you don't want any material desires. That's great. You understood. Fantastic. But there's something missing, right? And that thing that's missing is this loving connection, bhakti. That's what's missing here. The verse is talking about bhakti, devotion, connection, loving connection. So what's missing for the person who has no material desire is the desire to love God, the desire to serve God, to be engaged as a soul in a loving relationship with God. So that person should also love God. And then finally, what's beyond? There's people who want everything. There's people who want nothing in the material world. What's the other kind of desire you have? Well, there's the desire for moksha. as you'll see in the Vedas, it's the famous 4 goals of human life in the Vedas, right? You have dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. So you have like proper behavior, purpose, dharma. You have artha, you have like the economic gains, and then you have kama, the pleasure that comes from being a good person and owning things, and then finally moksha, like liberation from birth and death. So this is a higher level. So the moksha is the yogi. So we're going through the 3 levels. You're karmi, jnani, and now there's the yogi. The yogi who understands that he is not the body, that his true nature, his atma, has nothing to do with this matter, prakriti. It has nothing to do with prakriti. He's in the wrong quality of existence entirely. It's a huge mistake. So this is the moksha, this is the yogi, this is a spiritual, this is a proper spiritualist. He's figured it out. And maybe you have too, like this is like, oh wow, this is all wrong, man. This isn't, you can't fix this because it's just completely wrong. I'm actually not of this nature. I am transcendental, I am Atma, I have nothing to do with Prakriti, so I just have to get out of here. So moksha. So if you want moksha, hey, you should also worship the Supreme Lord. And Krishna explains this in Bhagavad Gita. He says, look, you want moksha from what? You want moksha from Prakriti. We want to get out of material nature, right? Well, guess what? It's my material nature. It's my gunas. Devi esha gunamai, he says in chapter 7 of Bhagavad Gita. This is my gunas. So if you want to get out of here, why not ask me? I can give you a help. I can give you a helping hand here. I can actually get you out of here myself, he says. And later he says in chapter 12, he says like, I will actually save you. I will get you out of this ocean of birth and death. I'll do it. So he's just like, he wants to help. So why not ask for help? So this is a great verse. So you can see, like, no matter where you are now in life, what your situation is, it will get better if you engage in bhakti. This is a well-known fact. This has been just testimony to this throughout human history. In all cultures, in all different religions, this is such an important fact. Everybody should understand this is obvious. And actually there's like modern scientific studies as well showing how devotion helps you overcome difficulty, helps you overcome physical ailments, cure faster. I mean, you'll have better psychological. It's like there's also like science backing this up. There's huge testimony throughout history, and there's science too. So this is a beautiful verse. Understand the importance, put some energy into your bhakti yoga, because that will make your life better, no matter in what situation you are right now. So I hope you enjoy that and have your rest of your day with lots of peace and lots of love.